I don't care much about stories in video games or realism. Most stories in my opinion are downgraded knockoffs of other types of media that specialize in that. The advantage that games have over other types of media is the ability to make the player feel like he is there with the characters and the immersion they provide. Since I'm mainly a game designer, I'm paying more attention to the gameplay and how its ideas connect to make it fun. But art is also important to me, and the reason why I choose to play some games above others. Most of the games that try to feel realistic fall flat for me, because I'm looking for the small compromises the designers had to do to make the game a game and not a simulation. For example, how soldiers have to carry 1000 matching magazines for each weapon because the clip size is a number used for game balance. With that introduction out of the way, why is Persona a game series where I enjoy these realistic parts? Why is this the realism that hooked me? Relatability and variety. These games can appeal to everyone that was a teenager in a new town once, having to make friends, getting accustomed to the place, finding new ways to spend time. These are all things that most of us experienced once in our lives. The fantastical parts are a break from the mundane and vice versa, so you won't get burned out from one or the other. I wasn't into the JRPG combat, but mixing it up with the visual novel elements made me warm up to it. It also helps the player understand the stakes of the story, because he lives in the world he's saving, and has personal reasons to do the stuff other than to beat the video game. It makes the moments where you say the corny lines of "I'm going to save everyone" sound way cooler than they are. You know the names of the people the main character is referring to. These narrative moments are enhanced by gameplay because of the ludonarrative harmony they carry. Other than story reasons, everything you do has a purpose. You aren't just studying, getting a job and making friends for the hell of it. Social links help you make more powerful personas and make your party members stronger, in the case of the fourth game. Studying will also get you good grades and make your classmates appreciate you more, fueling the last system. Part-time jobs, in 4, will get you social links and money to buy gear and supplies, to explore dungeons, etc. Almost every system in the game feeds the fighting part, so you never feel like you're wasting time. Grading levels against shadows feels as important as getting a date for Valentine's Day. Immersion. I don't care much for slice of life shows, especially the ones set in high school. I'm a grown up who just finished college, so watching a bunch of kids going on hijinks is something I normally would have no interest in. But being one of the kids was fun. Seeing them react to the things I say, joke with me, spend rough times together, made me appreciate the social links I maxed out. All the moments that you spend with NPCs are not all big or important moments in their lives. The game lets you see these people in normal or boring situations. It reminds me of the quiet moments in Ghibli movies. I love these types of scenes in media because life is not all action or drama. Things slow down. Knowing what the good times look like is the best way to teach you what the bad times look like. Conclusion. Class, what have we learned today? Persona games have good game design because all of their systems lead into each other and the game helps the story. That last part is called ludonarrative harmony, the opposite of ludonarrative dissonance. It means the gameplay and narrative came together to enhance the experience. I don't mean that these games are perfect or they have no room for improvement. What I mean is, all these different activities have a connection and a reason for you to do them all, and that's incredible, even though the game overall might not be perfect. These aren't my favorite games of all time, but I appreciate the cute stories and lessons that are further driven home by their combination with game mechanics. These two games are a recommendation from me if you are into anime or are younger. I would recommend starting with 3 and moving on to 4, so you can appreciate the additions the sequel brings to the formula, instead of complaining they're not in the prequel like me. Both have good stories with a lot of meat in their bones, that your friends will ignore to keep fighting waifu wars. So, are you ready to start the Fool's journey? Sign here.